All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Wednesday, August 21st, set today by Philistine. Let's see what Philistine has. TV teams working with painter whose oeuvre isn't in a gallery. 8-6. I immediately think of a graffiti artist would be a painter whose work isn't in a gallery. But I'm thinking TV team working. We have to anagram TV team. That's 6 letters, 7 with the S. Oh, and then maybe we also anagram painter. But the gallery, I mean, yeah, so a very good surface, but yeah, maybe it's not a painter at all, or maybe it's another kind of painter, like a house painter or sign painter. Yeah, I have no idea, but it'd be great to get that one and all those starting letters. Let's try the downs. Frequently, agitator restrained by braces as they are. So I think it's going to be a phrase that, oh, this would be another one, great one to get. It could be a phrase meaning frequently, often as not, something, yeah, more or less. Yeah, or maybe it is as they are, but I don't think so. But I don't get the wordplay. I'm not seeing, other than restrained by. So yeah, maybe there's a word for an agitator put inside maybe one word for braces and then a word or phrase that means as they are. Oh, I know in copywriting, if you're reviewing something, you might write, is it stet when you want to leave something as it is? Yeah, I don't get that one, I'm afraid. Let's try 2 down. Be seen no more as a vehicle question mark. All right, the question mark I think is telling us Philistine is taking liberties here. And I do immediately think if you're seen no more, you vanish. And so punningly, if something is vanish, it is like a van. Oh, all right. So the V, therefore, yeah, is pointing towards an anagram of TV team. Maverick, whose oeuvre isn't in a gallery. No, don't see it. Is traitor, excuse me, is traitor up to tech firms 5 pieces of foot? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it certainly sounds like the first part is wordplay, is traitor up. So we might be reversing. Traitor could be a rat. So maybe it is TARSI. Ooh, I'm thinking 5 pieces of foot. So 5 things you have on each foot. There is the metatarsal. So I think it's going to be, yeah, oh, and Meta, of course, is is it the holding company of Facebook or whatever, the parent company? So, oh yeah, maybe it's metatarsi is the plural of those little bones. Oh, and we get an M for one across, which definitely seems plausible. I should be able to think of, there can't be too many words with the V and the M there. I'm going to pause and hydrate and think about that. I thought of pavement. and a pavement. So I was close with my graffiti. So is that going to be an anagram of TV Team S? We definitely need the S. And painter. Yeah, I think so. We have the one N from painter and the M. Let's see, three T's. TV team painter. Yeah, I think that's close enough. All right. Ooh, so now our frequently begins with a P. Agitator restrained by braces. What would be another word for braces? Pins of some kind? Curly brackets? No. How about yielding? Sinners not at fault. Let's see, sinners is 7 letters, not at is another 5. So could it be an anagram of sinners not at, and it means yielding, with fault telling us to anagram? Yeah, I don't know what the ending. Oh, it could be a TION ending. Yes, are some opposite of resistant non-resistant, maybe? Um, it does fit. And I think we have the right letters. I'll leave it in for now and we'll find out if I'm wrong. All right, right oven for this. I think the R is going to be right. And then a 4-letter word for oven. And it must be a form of and lit or something, because there's really no definition other than for this. Oh, I've heard of an oast house. Um, don't ask me what it means. Well, actually, do ask me, and I'm going to pause and look it up. It's a kiln for drying hops or malt, or drying and curing tobacco. And then put it together with the R, and you definitely need an oven for a good old roast. I do miss the roasts from back home. All right, many an investigation isn't planned to cover cues abandoned by the center. I'm wondering if many an investigation is somehow the definition, so it's maybe a word that describes many investigations. I think isn't planned, we have to anagram IS and T, and that's going to cover cues. Oh yeah, so I think it's just the word cues minus the center EU. And so I think that would give us inquests, which are many investigations. All right. Oh, I do appreciate Philistine putting in these long ones around the edges. That's nice. He or she. Oh, I wonder if that could be the definition. No, I'm looking at 356 and I'm thinking the third person. Print data not as planned for him or her. So, yeah, or maybe it's an anagram of he or she, print, and data. Let's see, he or she is 7, print is 5. So that was 12. So data, yeah, that would be one too many. But yeah, I'm thinking it might be the third person. This would end with Q something E, which definitely sounds possible. Let me put it in for the moment. Not as planned for him or her. Well, what's throwing me off is data, because we don't have any A's in the third person. Not as planned. Oh, what if it's yeah, that we take these letters but without A and S. Although we do, yeah, so maybe it's not person, the third something, or the other something. Yeah, I'm not terribly confident about this now. All right, let's go back to the crosses. Two gins and it mixed for setting off. Well, setting off must be the definition, and I think it's going to be an ing. Yeah, so it's an anagram of, is it gins plus, see, gins and IT would be 6 letters, and then we only need 2 more. Yeah, or maybe it is gin twice. Yeah, gin twice is 6 letters plus IT. Yeah, I think that's how we get our 8 letters. Oh, and setting off, not as in leaving, but as in setting off. Explosives, for example, igniting. There we go. Looking at one down, a brace of pheasants, for example, is 2, so that could be a pair. So I'm wondering if it's pairs something, or pair, yeah, maybe pair, and then the S at the bottom. Frequently. Agitator. No, don't see it. All right. Make short tent. Well, I'm fairly confident about the Q and the A. Make short, I think, might be a double definition, that something to shorten something. And then a tent. I can't think of any tent. I'm thinking of a word, cask or calc. Uh, Not sure. Let me take a quick peek at the dictionary. Well, a cask is, I think, a helmet, and calc is a word borrowed from another language. But then I thought of mark, as in a brand, so or a make, and it's a marquee is a tent, and you shorten it. So I divided that one up the wrong way. It should be make, or a short version of a word for a tent. All right. Start of Macron's in ethnocentrism. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. Well, start of Macron would be M. But how does this work? Maybe start is the definition, which of course could be to begin, but it can also be a start, a fright that you get. But then what would 4-letter ethnocentrism? Now, I hope this isn't a lift and separate, that we have to take the center letters of ethno. No, I think with the S and the T, that's not going to work. Yeah, I don't see that at all. Now, this is the start in one down of a 2-letter word, so in, on, of are 2, so they're probably the most likely, yeah, starting letters, I, O, T, N, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just not seeing a good word there. All right, now this one I'm very interested in to see if that final H could be right. Draw in height first to last for 1.25%. Well, 1.25% I think is an 80th. So the H I think is right. Draw in height. Yeah. Yeah. So a draw is a tie. We saw that yesterday, which goes inside height, but then height, you move the first letter, the H, to the end. There we go. A geeky type teaches at Hogwarts. Oh, I think I've mentioned before I have neither read the Harry Potter books nor seen any of the films. Well, I've seen little bits and pieces here and there. So I'm wondering if it is one of the characters, or is it just something who maybe it sounds like a wizard type thing. What's a geeky type? It's a very long word. Um, no, not seeing it. Neophiliac's line may be winning there. Well, I presume a neophiliac is someone who loves new things. May be winning there. Something in the in the new. Yeah, I'm not sure. I do think that's probably going to be the. Well, how about absolute pittance left by XPM's declaration? Okay. So I think it's probably going to mean absolute. And a pittance, there's probably some small word for pittance. I'm thinking of a sou, S-O-U. And then left might be an L. And then XPM's declaration. Yeah, I wonder if that could be a homophone for an XPM. Yeah, or else it's a famous short phrase that an XPM said. The lady's not for turning. No, let's go back to the Downs. Encourages Sherlock of late to get breakfast. Ooh, I'm thinking it's encourages, maybe? Oh, no, I think it's a breakfast, yeah. Um, the reason I thought it was encourages, I thought, oh, the first word might be eggs, and you egg somebody on, but that's part of the wordplay. And of course, Sherlock, the most recent BBC version, starred Benedict Cumberbund, and so we have Eggs Benedict. There we go. Exposed bottom to secure trick. Ooh. Bared something. Yeah, maybe. So maybe the definition is exposed, and a word for bottom goes around a word for trick. Or yeah, maybe it's exposed, word for exposed, a word for bottom, and that just gives us a word for trick. No, I think the securing must be one word goes around another. All right, how about 4 articles about totalitarianism's ultimate bête noire? I'm thinking it might be a bête noire, and we're going to put 4 articles. I'm thinking it's going to have to be mainly A's, maybe an AN, possibly a THE, but with 4 of them, I think the would be too long for an 8-letter. And I think we might put those around the last letter of totalitarianism. Oh dear. About an M. Yeah, bête noire. Oh, there is a word for your enemy, not nemesis. Yeah, not amanuensis. Ooh, yeah, I should be able to get that, but it's just not coming to me. All right, how about escort for concert, top, solo? Well, concert, top might be the first letter of concert, a C, and then a word for solo, like alone, and it's going to mean either escort as a verb or as a noun. Solo. Yeah, I do like alone, but cologne I don't think is a word. Oh, I'm sure I'm missing something very obvious. I think I'm going to pause and take a look at synonyms for escort. Well, I didn't find a good synonym for escort, but I did find, of course, the word I was trying to think of was anathema, so that does go in. So our 4 articles are an, a, the, and another a, and they all go around the M for anathema. All right, so now our neophiliac, we have a few more letters there. Yeah, line in the sand? No. Yeah, don't see it. Okay, yours in slime. Wow. Thine, but I don't see how that would be it. Yours in slime. No, they leave next generation outside the European Union. Okay, well, I think because we have the E there, I'm thinking it's going to be something, something for the next generation that's going to go outside the EU, and I think it's going to mean they leave. Yeah, it can't be too many words with that EU. Let me pause and ponder. Well, I did have to resort to wordplays.com, see what 6-letter words have that EU. Sleuth, pseudo, oh, then a lot of very weird words, but exeunt, which is a stage direction. I think Shakespeare, it's in his plays, meaning they leave. So literally, they leave exeunt. And next generation, oh, that's very clever. It's an anagram of next. So another generation of those letters that goes outside. All right, drunk and unfussy lover, you picked up wearing cropped top. So I think it's going to be a word for drunk. Now, is that as an adjective or a noun? Unfussy lover. You picked up, I think, is a homophone indicator. And that's going to wear probably a word for top that has been shortened. And we do have an S there, so not sure what that could be. Uh, Christian vibrator. Oh my goodness. A double definition, but a very clever one. There was or probably still is, a sect, the Shakers. So I think that is what it is. Clever. Quit rejecting cat and dog and budgie cover. So I wonder if the definition is simply quit. Although, yeah, maybe it's a word for quit, and we reject CAT. Yeah, ooh, I'm very confused by this one. Could it be a budgie cover? Something of feathers, like something down? Oh, stay down? No, I don't. Not sure about that. All right, I think we've looked at everything except this down clue. Fruit farm starts out in mountains. Starts out can mean losing their starting letters. But I don't think that's the case here. Yeah, so is it going to be mountains? Range, I'm thinking. Yeah, so well, I'm not exactly sure, but I think a mountain range. I'm thinking the fruit is orange, but then we lose the start. Yeah, so I think fruit is orange. A farm we've seen recently is a grange, and you can choose either word, but without its starting letters. So I wonder if Philistine, when he was cluing this, didn't know whether to use orange or grange, and then he realized he could say fruit farm and cover both of them. But I think that's a case where giving extra possibilities actually, I think, makes it a little bit harder. But maybe that's just me. All right, here's our absolute. Oh, I am thinking of a word for declaration. Would be an utterance. Yeah, so if something is an absolute disgrace, for example, it would be an utter disgrace. And then pittance left by XPM. Is it utterance? ENCE? Or ANCE? XPM. Now, I know there was that thing where I think of the Labour Chancellor of the Exchequer left a note for his successor, the Conservative, saying something like, all of the money is gone as a joke, but it has come back to haunt Labour. Yes, I'm just wondering if it's something like a pit. No, there we go. Actually, and this helps me spell it. Thank God. Pittance, we take that word and it is left by, we take away Pitt as the former Prime Minister. Then we're left with the ANCE. All right, well, that saved my blushes a little bit. All right, let's try one down again now. We're getting somewhere. Frequently, agitator restrained by braces as they are. Yeah, I'm not getting that. Other than I do think we're going to have PAI And either the R comes here or the R comes down there, which is very possible, ERS. But that's going to be a funny word. Yeah, with that U. Not getting it. Oh, I wonder if Macron is just being used as a French speaker, and so the start of Macron. What is the French for start? Le beginning? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't. An ethnocentrism. I have to think that's there for wordplay. I don't think we're supposed to think too much about the meaning of the word. S and T. Oh, it's a hidden clue. Oh, and I think it is a lift and separate. I think in the center of Macron's ethno, we have onset, which is the start. Ooh, that's very, very tricky. Yeah, again, we always have to be ready to break these things up. All right, so pair of... Is it maybe a phrase that describes braces, as in the things that hold your trousers up? Oh, how about pair of trousers? Oh yeah, I like that. So how is this working? Frequently, agitator restrained by braces as they are. Yeah, not it's not an anagram because we don't have a P or a U other than in frequently. I think it's a cryptic definition, but yeah, I'm completely baffled by that one, so we'll take a look at 15 squared at the end. All right, here's our geeky type. What's going to come in there between the I and the S? Let me look at this one first. We have the R. Neophiliac's line may be winning there. I wonder if it is a sporting event or a battle or something, a war, something in the, yeah, there tells me it's going to be a place or an event. Or something like a bingo match or bingo game. Ring in the year. Yeah, let me pause and think about it. Yes, I think it's an anagram of winning there. Is that right? And yeah, I think it's ring in the year, ring in the new. I keep wanting to. Hold on. I'm having another typing episode. Like my typo yesterday. Ring in the new. There we go. I keep wanting to say ring in the year, but ring in the new. And so it's just because a neophiliac loves new things, I think they would say, so their line may be, but then maybe I think is also, yeah, no, actually maybe is indicating the anagram. All right, that was trickier. I made it trickier than it needed to be. Still not getting this. I'm supposing it's going to, it could be an OR, but I'm thinking an ER. And oh, yes, I'm thinking of a very geeky type. I know I've accused one of my friends of being this, and that is a train spotter. Oh my goodness, that is very clever. If you teach at Hogwarts, then someone trains Potter. That is clever. All right, exposed bottom now. Exposed. So then, if it is a word for bottom that goes around a word for trick, the word for bottom begins with an O. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Exposed could be like overt. Or how about open? Open something? No, not seeing it. Just this bottom right corner. This was our quit rejecting. Cat and dog and budgie cover. No, this is our drunken unfussy lover. You picked up. What would be a term for an unfussy lover? And that would be wearing or going inside a cropped top. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is look up synonyms of drunk and see if any jump out at me. I do see bibulous, which is a great word, and it fits. Cropped top. I don't think it's a bib. Drunk and and then I don't know what the unfussy lover. Oh, you picked up, of course, I forget, is just cluing the letter U. Unfussy, so yeah, I'm still not getting the unfussy lover. And then the cropped up. No, I think I'm going to go ahead and check this one. It is correct, but I have no idea why, but I'm sure if we don't see it at 15 squared, one of you kind people will explain it to me. All right. That gives us a U in our exposed bottom. Open something. No. I think I'm going to try wordplays.com for this one. Okay, I think it's something from Bridge or similar card games, and I think the definition is actually a trick, which I just have a very vague notion you win. I don't even want to try and define it, but it is something you win as part of a bridge game. So if you have the highest card, I suppose, in the trump suit, you over trump. And so exposed is overt. And then bottom is rump. So actually, yeah, the definition is to secure a trick. One way, I think, is to over trump. But again, if you know more about bridge, please explain it to me in the comments. All right, see now yours in slime. Maybe it is thine, but I have no idea why that would be right. So this maybe, oh, I think the first word must be stop. Quit, maybe. Maybe that's the definition. Rejecting cat and dog. Yeah, so cover, of course, could be the outer letters of these. D, G, B, E, a cat, C, T. Maybe how about step down? I think maybe might be to quit. Oh, I should have thought rejecting, of course, could be putting a word backwards. And so cat and dog are pets. And I was right at least about the budgie cover being the down, the feathers. I'm not sure you call a budgie's feathers down, but I suppose why wouldn't you? Anyway, and so if you quit, you step down from a position. All right, escort for concert, top, solo. Funny, we have the two O's there, like in solo. Escort, no. I'm going to go ahead and put in thine here and yours in slime. Oh, it could also be something to do with thee, but yeah, I think I'm going to just check this one. It is correct, but I have no idea why it would be. Anyway, we'll take a look at 15 squared. Oh, so of course an escort could be a gigolo. Ah, concert is a gig. Yes. Oh, yeah, so to top solo is to remove its top. Of course, leaving OLO, just like topping and tailing green beans. All right, let's take a look at 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Eileen, who's back after a few days away. Oh, yes, I did. Actually, I liked Shan's blogs the days he or she did it. Philistine is on top form, excellent clues. Press away 3 of the perimeter entries run on in the grid. All right, so I think I got most of the acrosses. Yeah, so actually I struggled with that anagram of winning there as well, and some anagrams are much more obvious than others. I think sometimes it is dependent on the anagram itself, and sometimes it's just subjective, the person on that day with the current weather and how you're feeling. But I did need help with, yeah, this took rather longer than it should have. Oh, it's another of Philistine's trademarks. A slim E is a thin E. Oh, I don't know what that Yorkshire joke is. Anyway. 25 then, bibulous. Oh my god, unfussy lover is bi. Oh, that's cheeky. Plus you, I did eventually get that picked up, a homophone. Ah, the blouse was the cropped top minus the final E. All right. Let's see. And then on the downs, you have one. Oft is frequently, plus a rouser, and it goes in pairs. So at least I did get that part which actually helped me solve it, but I didn't get the oft and rouser. There we go. I think I got the rest of the... Yeah, so an anagram planned, he or she print data minus both letter A's. One of Philistine's newer tricks I was taking out. Ah, so was I. So I never saw that. So not A's. Oh, that's fiendish. There's our overt rump. Gigolo. All right. Oh, all right. I'm always reluctant to click on these, but let's go take a look at the Yorkshire. All right, I'll let you read that for yourselves. I won't try to do the Yorkshire accent. Anyway, thank you as always for watching, and have a wonderful day.